Hi, I'm the Moogle Man, and through sheer dumb luck you've chanced upon my channel. But fret not, walk this journey with me as I get all jobs to level 100 in Final Fantasy XIV and rank them on my completely subjective scale of funness. Let's begin. Okay, Viper is probably the most confusing looking but stupidly simple job in the game. It probably has the most abilities of any DPS in the game, but just over half of them can't be assigned. This is because the first ability you use becomes the next step of the combo. Steel Fang's icon switches to Hunter Sting on its own without further effort on your part. Just follow the prompted buttons and the job works itself out. Viper has a few buffs you gotta maintain, and for the life of me, I could not find icons of those to dress up the video with. I also couldn't tell you what they were or what they did prior to making this video, so we're learning together. And quick aside, I think that goes to show what I just said about how the job plays itself. I'm just mashing buttons and things happen and I'm killing things. Anyway, Steel Fangs gives you Honed Reaver's effect, which makes Reaving Fangs and Reaving Maw hit harder. Reaving Fangs then gives you Honed Steel, which makes Steel Fangs and Steel Maw hit harder. Hunter Sting gives you Hunter's Instinct, which is a 10% damage boost, and Swift Skin Sting gives you Swift Scaled, which makes your abilities and auto attacks go 15% faster. Moving on, Flank Sting Strike gives you Hind Stung Venom, which makes Hind Sting Strike hit harder. Flank Bang Fang gives you Hind's Bane Venom, which lets Hind's Bane Fang hit harder. Hind Sting Strike grants Flank Bang Venom, which makes Flank Bane Fang hit harder. And Hind's Bane Fang grants Flank Stung Venom, which boosts Flank Sting Strike damage. And none of the Venom effects stack. You have no idea how many tries it took me to get that last paragraph to record correctly. Either way, I'll put up a display so you can visualize what you're doing, because hopefully you've noticed there's a pattern at work here. Steps go Fangs plural, then Sting, then Strike or Fang singular. Steel and Reaving boost each other, Flank and Hind boost each other, and your Stings give the most important buffs. It looks very complicated, but if you follow the highlighted abilities, you'll have constant buffs without realizing it. This is why I say the job plays itself. But wait, there's more, because when you're under the Rattling Coil effect, using one of your Vice moves, you get access to the Coil moves, which do more damage than individual attacks in your regular combo, and grant the same buffs. Basically, you have two ways to get into your buffs. Coil moves are faster about it, so I like to open with those. Then to top it all off, at the highest levels you get the Reawaken ability, which basically turns you into anime. Pop your meter or Serpent's Ire to activate Reawaken, then weave the Generation and Legacy moves together, ending with Ouroboros for big deeps. With full meter and Ire up, you get to do this 3 times in a row. By that time, you reset your buffs and build meter again with the regular combo. Jesus Christ, I did not plan on going into Viper abilities that much. I don't want people to look at this as a guide, I'm just gushing about my favorite DPS. Viper gear looks cool as hell too, hoods are cool, long coats are cool, and Viper gets both. Do you like Final Fantasy IX? Well, Viper's combat was clearly based on Zidane. Heck, Reawaken is basically Zidane's trance. You glow and your basic abilities are replaced by more powerful variants. Far as the lore goes, Vipers are supposed to be big game hunters if I recall correctly, which baffles me, because if I'm thinking a hunter, I'm not thinking about swords. I'm thinking guns, bows, maybe spears, and if they're hunters, where is Wide Scan at? Why haven't they brought that in from Final Fantasy XI? Viper would be the perfect place to put it if they're hunters. They get one series of job quests from 80 to 90, and to be honest, I don't remember anything from it. Pretty sure I killed a big animal, there was some other guy, other than that it's pretty forgettable. Viper is awesome, you're constantly engaging with your best abilities, there's almost no downtime. If you aren't using your meter, you're building it up or using coil abilities. If coil abilities are on cooldown, you're spending meter or building meter. And if coil abilities are up and you have full meter, go crazy. I'd argue it's the most fun job in the game and #1 in my job rankings.